Mr. Speaker, on the hard choices that we'd asked the committee to make, Mr. Speaker, they took a pass. The NDP critics said, choose your own adventure. I thank the committee for their time and will continue this conversation.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a performance like that in question period before. I'm not sure I've seen a Minister of the Crown insult members of Parliament so broadly, and the Canadians who invested in what was the most comprehensive and thoughtful look into our democracy before.
When the report came out today, and this is the report, this is all the hard work of the members of Parliament who worked together on electoral reform for months on end, and instead Justin Trudeau took the day off and sent in his Democratic Reform Minister, and she insulted the hard work of members of Parliament. Frankly, it is a disgrace.
They've not helped answer the hardest question of all, which is an alternative to first past the post.
Minister, with respect, you didn't ask them to. You asked them to identify and research different systems. You didn't ask them to come up with an alternative.
And they have not provided us with a recommendation. Instead, they've offered us this, the Gallagher Index, a formula for Canadians to go out and determine.
The minister keeps holding up a mathematical equation, so let me hold up my own. When asking the question of why the committee didn't come to a proportional system together, here's some math on the committee. 4 Liberals, 2 New Democrats, and a Green. That equals a majority on the committee. If the Liberals were interested in actually fulfilling their commitment, if the Liberals were interested in bringing in a proportional voting system, if the Liberals were interested in not having a referendum, if any of these things were actually important to them, the math works.
We continue to stay committed to that promise. And the next leg of our consultations, which will go through the month of December, will allow Canadians one more opportunity to be part of this conversation, to make sure that the values that they feel are most important in a voting system, in their democracy, are represented in the final outcome. And we're going to take all the feedback we've received, including that of the committee, including MP town halls, and my own and Mark's consultations, before we introduce legislation in the House.